Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the FIU Panthers, just outside of Miami and Pit Bull Stadium. As we'll see a team from the American, the Florida Atlantic Owls, taking on a team from Conference USA, the Florida International Panthers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. FIU will kick it off to get things underway. Bringing it back. Coming out with it, it's Smith. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback strolling away from heat. It's caught. Just steamrolling the defense. Breaks into the open. At the 20. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often in this one.
give to the running back. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Scanning the field, it's Jenkins. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Wants to go up top on first down. Trying to burn this defensive back. And incomplete on the deep ball. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double team high load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
It'll be 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires the pass, intercepted.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
From the gun, he leads it with the back. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Rushes on him. That's reeled in. It's Sands. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
You know, that play right there shows me that the quarterback has a plan. He had no hesitation. The defense was bearing down on him. He got hit on that play, but he knew where his running back was. He got it out to him quick, and as a result, they avoided the negative play and sack.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throwing right. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Oh, they're after him. Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Yeah, the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
The give to the tailback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Going deep. Brings it down on the right side. Finds a seam. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Panthers. Extra point here will tie the game. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Ford Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive. Oh, he's got some space. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
The Owls now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Buying some time. Caught in the backfield, it's Sands. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
They're just trying to sneak the back out to the right side there, but great job tackling on defense against a guy who's hard to bring down once he has the ball in his hand.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
This time they'll go to the running game. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
On the direct snap, it's Messer. And he forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with a Wildcat there. Pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Motion from the wideout. The play action fake. Floats it out in space. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He slides that just inside the right upright. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll bring it out. It's Carter. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking for a gap. It's Owens. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Looking to pass. It's Jenkins. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it along the sideline. Touchdown, Florida International. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, the offense is trying to go bootleg play action that time, but it had no chance because the defensive end won so quickly at the line of scrimmage. He was able to get in the backfield. He smothered the quarterback so fast for a sack.
Going to swing it on second down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. The sack first down, just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the returner is stopped. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Makes a man miss. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Jenkins. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on third and long. Grabbed in the middle. It's Payne. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
From the gun, running back on the move. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
To the air on second down. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
He hasn't called his own number very often in this game. That actually is the first time he's taken off and scrambled, but it was a really good decision. He's been killing this defense through the air. You've seen the arm talent, you've seen the accuracy. That time, really nice decision to tuck it and get what he can get. He's got this defense on their heels.
A lot of times when you think about speed back, speed, you think on the edge. You don't think in between the tackles. You don't think about breaking tackles. They try to break your ankles. The problem is when you're trying to run there as fast as you possibly can, a lot of times you don't get to put a good hit on him. And in turn, you see he breaks tackles and make big plays.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
The big fellas coming out in the goal line defense. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. About to have the 9th snap on this drive. You don't want to settle for a field goal. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw for it on third and goal. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Panthers. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Yeah, and it's money time. It's third and goal. You got the option. You can run the football, still be balanced, use the big fella, the tight end. I love it down here because he can act like he's blocking, slip out, and get open. And then he's got that big body. You just throw it to him, and he does the rest.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To the ground with the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Florida Atlantic trying to get back on the ball. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Complete with conviction on the crosser. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man downfield. Nothing but green grass down the middle. And he got away the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Owls.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He wants to change this route. Trying to turn the corner on the right. He breaks a tackle. At the 30, just shedding tackles. Flying down the right side. Past the 20, the 10.
And we saw it last week. This guy's got big play ability. I mean, he can make those big plays, and now you see it again, man. Over 100 last week, looking to go over 100 this week, and this is why. You hand him the football, he makes enormous plays, chews up a ton of yards, and really catapults this offense.
Back to throw, it's Jenkins. Takes the easy completion. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, FIU.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. On the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last two plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To the air on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the left. Hits the afterburners. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
And his throw is incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
They had the big play to start the drive, but a couple of misfires now leaves us with 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one deep. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Owls.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Jenkins. Spits it out to the back. Caught near the sticks. It's Owens. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
Looking downfield on first down. He unleashes a long one. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the offense is in that fringe area. This is a place where a lot of coordinators like to take shots. They tried one there, just weren't able to come up with it.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking for space. It's Owens. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
Wow, 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
He's got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Try to barge their way in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Panthers!
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Running back searching for a hole. There he goes! And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Owls will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Carter. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and they got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Jenkins. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Here comes the heat. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. FIU will line up to punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. They'll run the option. The pitch. Got the first down and more. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution.
And we've already seen this QB have success throwing the football down the field. How about the variety to his game? Now you run the option, you make the right read, get it to your pitch man where he can get upfield, get some extra yards. He's in the zone right now.
Quarterback looking for just a crack on the sneak. Sneaks it into the end zone.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
He's got it. 2-point conversion is good, and now they're within a field goal. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd.
32.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. Tight end now in motion. Back to pass, it's Jenkins. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Can't get him to the ground. Turns it on at midfield. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is...
Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. The option look. Power football with the run. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
And that's another FIU.
The Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Owens. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Second down.
And on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
To the air, it's Jenkins. On the run, still looking. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. And if they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in. Let's
see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to throw. Shoots it to the left. Working the big fella downfield and outside.
How nice is it for the quarterback knowing he's got a tight end that can get down the field vertically on the corner route? You know if you just put it anywhere near this guy with his long arms, he's going to pluck the football. He did it right there.
A little screen to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They try to get him going there.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on fourth down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Quick completion on the out. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a second time in this one. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll try the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Looking to throw, it's Jenkins. Here's a heat. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Quarterback making checks. Back to pass on 2nd down. Here's the pressure. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Makes the quick grab. Trying to take it back. And they finally run him out of bounds. A huge gain to wrap up the 3rd quarter. And this defense will start the 4th on its heels. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. Turning it on. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
And he's over 150 yards now. Featuring this guy, featuring this weapon, you know he's a mismatch, and you're going to exploit it. Great job by the offense.
Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. The run from the shotgun. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
Quick completion on the out route. Bulldozes his way through. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Goes to the option. Now the toss. Touchdown, Owls! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And just like that, the game has completely changed, right? The defense comes away with a huge turnover, and the offense able to cash it in, capitalize by scoring a touchdown. So they've now got the lead. Not a lot of time left, but it feels like all the momentum is now on their side.
Florida International, 35.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Florida International offense is back on the field. He has to take care of the football on this drive. You just can't survive throwing 3 picks in a game. To throw, it's Jenkins. Tosses it incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Makes the grab. It's Owens. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Trying to escape and get it himself. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And how about the awareness by this guy on 3rd down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that 1st down. It's 3rd. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this 1st. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
That's caught. It's Owens. Oh, my. Circle. Spinderella. Put him in the spin cycle and picked up the 1st down. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
They'll leave it with him. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Leaves it with the running back. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And that's a good second down run. Commit to the running game, run the football, great gain, great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Pulls it in. It's Anderson. He was able to reach into his bag of tricks and use it to pick up a few extra yards.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Panthers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
The Panthers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Wide receiver comes in motion. Making side adjustments here. Toss to the outside. Knocked down in the backfield. And boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
I think the run defense, a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense, getting in and getting the running back on the ground.
Looking to throw, it's Jenkins. Takes a hit as he fires. Got it! Touchdown, Florida International! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the 4th quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. 4th quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Here's a throw downfield late. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
That might be the nail in the coffin, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back in the game. You're having to be aggressive. You're now going to have to start taking chances. An errant throw ends up in the hands of the defense, and I think that's all she wrote.
They'll give it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Oh, he's got some space.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival, you're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.